right off the bat, I've fallen off pretty hard. A few months ago, I was the leanest I've ever been. Looked great, got second place in a non-tested bodybuilding show, first bodybuilding show ever. Now I look like a melted ice cream cone, and that kind of blows. But we're here. We're gonna try to redeem ourselves. I lock in for a while and I look really good, I lift really good, and then I fall off the horse. This time I'm gonna try to hold myself accountable. These little videos are gonna be part of that help. The numbers ain't too bad, you know, my strength hasn't fallen down too much. That's probably because I've been eating a bunch of junk, and mass moves mass at the end of the day. And my badass got mass, you know. Today is gonna be an arm day. Man, well, I'm looking at myself right now and I look like nothing. Like, this is sad. You can't even really tell I lift. This is nowhere near as impressive as I was a few months back, and that sucks. Now my coach is wondering what's going on. I haven't been texting him because I'm ashamed. I hope me getting back on track can kind of help you be like, oh, it's never too late to get back into it, or even start getting into it. To be honest, it's kind of cringe and gay to have post-show blues and let it get the best of you for as long as I did. Regardless, we're back at it. Locked back in, been tracking my macros and calories for the past week consistently. Finally, we got to get in there, hit this arm day. Hopefully no one's in there. I don't know what I'm going to do for the second half of this video yet. We're going to find that out, and we're going to hit this shit. I'll see you in there. I got the whole gym to myself. This is great news. I don't have to have the awkwardness of filming in front of people in public, but I still have the embarrassment of posting online in the first place. Before any good workout, you need to warm up. Let's get to freaking lifting. Throw 585 on for starters.
Put 585 out for starters.
Shout out Scott Steiner. For real, we're starting off with 45 on each side. With the arms by themselves, by the way. I count the arms on these hammer strength machines. It's 10 pounds each arm. So, 55 pounds each arm. Start, not too bad. Just gonna get the shoulders nice and loose. Loosey-goosey, get the juice flowing. Probably a nice 12 reps. And then we're gonna jump up at a 25. Top set is probably going to be 245s on each side, maybe a little bit more. We're going to see how we're doing today. I'm hyped. I'm ready. Oh no. It's not heavy, don't get me wrong, but it's not as light as it was. Is it bad that I already lost count? Boom. That's got to be 12. Whoa. It's got to be 12 reps. The lights have already blinded me. It's so fucking bright in here. All right, I'll stop yapping. We're going to see how big of a fool I'm about to make myself. Because after this, I know my ego is going to be too big to not go above 2 plates. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully we can prevent an injury by warming up a lot. I have an online coaching business, Redemption Physique. DM Jacob Thickums on Instagram for information on that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not setting a good example in the sense that I might hurt myself, but I'm setting a great example in the fact that you should never give up. You can always hop back on the horse when you fall off, and you should always lift hard as fuck. I swear I'm a bodybuilder, or at least I was a few months ago. I also watched those clips back and realized how evident my short stature is in this video. That's embarrassing. I'm like 5'7", which round that up, I'm 5'10", but no one's really like 5'10". If you're 5'10", you're basically 6 foot. But 6 foot, you know, that's not enough. You know, I'm not counting the shoes. So I got to be at least 6'5", 6'5" giant. Look at that. Look at that shit. You think this frame could fit on a 5'7" midget? Ah! Ah! There's no one here and I'm still embarrassed. I'm going to hit 5. If this feels easy, I'm going to do 3 more and go for 8 for my last warm-up and add a 25 on, because fuck, why not? But if it's heavy, I'm just going to go to failure. We're going to see what happens. Boom. Wow, that was the daintiest clap I ever gave. What I meant was riding a 25. 3 plates used to be my top set on this a few months ago for 5, but you know, I'll bring it back a little bit. I'll slow my ass down. All right, top set. We'll see how this goes. 90, 115, right? Yeah, 115. No. Yeah, 125 on each side. Now, this is a hammer strength press, so take that number with a grain of salt. There's no stabilization going on here. It's just a predetermined path. So, you know, if if it came down to it and I had to press 125 pounds above my head in each hand, then I'd be screwed. It'd be game over.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, I mean, that was like 7 to 9. I'm lightheaded. I hope that looked cool. Oh my gosh, I feel queasy. Random thought came to my head. How are they able to make lab-grown meat these days, but no 0-calorie alcohol, no 0-calorie beer? That pisses me off. Where's all the money going? I thought we were supposed to be an empire making progress, leaps and bounds, discoveries. But yet I can't get a buzz without getting fat. Tricep extensions, aka tricep extensions in English. Oh man, look at that belly. You hate to see something like that. I'm sure I showed it in the beginning of this video of what I looked like on show day and the lead up to. But damn, just for comparison, here's another one. I'm not taking my shirt off this episode. I don't think I am for quite a bit. You guys aren't gonna see the physique that I'm working with right now until I look better. And I got a new before picture. Oh man, this is humbling. Change is good though. Maybe the tism is touching me violently and unconsensually. What the f am I talking about? Hey Mom, I'm just checking to see if you can hear me at this volume. Can't talk about dick and balls anymore. Mom, did you hear me just talk about dick and balls? What? If you're not listening, you can't hear me? She's coming.
If I was paying attention, I could.
But you didn't just hear me talk about dick and balls.
No, but I'm sure the neighbors did. No, just do it. Who cares? Their house is all locked up.
I know I'm gonna be talking about like at some point.
Just do it. It's gonna be cool.
Okay, just all right. Thank you, Mom. Love you. Complications of living at your parents' house when you're an adult is real. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 kind of people that deserve no respect. Number 5 is fairly obvious because I already just talked about him. I already mentioned him. Number 5 are... Now this can be OnlyFans models, porn stars, prostitutes, just overall social media thoughts, it doesn't matter. These are people who didn't have a father figure in their life and just took the worst road possible. You're poisoning millions of young boys' minds into thinking it's perfectly normal to consume that kind of thing, ruining young kids' innocence. You know how easy that is to access? Not to mention that they're putting really low value into their own body. And some of these OnlyFans girls are charging like $3 a month to see their whole naked body, which should be sacred between them and their partner. They have a freedom of choice and that's fantastic, but they're choosing an absurd lifestyle. And once they're old, saggy, and ugly, what are they gonna do? And once they have kids, guess what's gonna happen on the playground? They're gonna be made fun of because their mom decided to suck dick. Now what I'm doing could be considered cringe and gay, but at least I'm not selling my body at a low price. If I'm lucky enough to have kids one day, at least they're not gonna be able to say, my dad's ass is on display for everybody to see. I've heard the argument that it's the only option they have. That's a load of You ever hear about DoorDash, bitch? You ever hear about Uber? Me, personally, a big feminist, I think women are way more than just their bodies, but they don't think so. They themselves don't think so. They could have gone to college. They could have gone to a trade school. They could have tried to start their own business. And no, their body is not business, unless they're bodybuilders. Am I biased? Absolutely. But my wiener's not out. Number 4 are communists. Now, I don't want to get political on this channel, and I want to refrain from doing so as much as possible. By looking at me, I think you can tell I hate communism. I'm about as redneck as you can get without being an actual country boy. Flag on my arm, I got a professional wrestling hat on, I got a gap between my teeth, and by the look of my skin, I believe I'm Caucasian. It's never worked in the history without people straight up dying, starving, or having a dictator take over. The argument that it's never been done correctly before is absurd and also was used all the other times it was attempted. If I had to choose between communism and fascism, I'd choose neither. But if it was life or death, and those were the only options in life, number 3, which is fat people who do nothing about it and have the time for it. This is a wide spectrum. You can be fat and have kids. You can be fat and have a job. You can be fat and have kids and a job. It's hard to be fit and motivated to stay fit when your schedule is so busy, but it's possible and you can do it. I'm willing to give a lot of grace to fat people who have those kinds of things going on because they got something going on. But if you're one of these fats that just sit down, watch Kai Cenat, spam W's all day, sitting in your trashed room with Taco Bell wrappers all over you, what are you doing, man? You're telling me your unemployed ass can't fit in a few curls, a few lateral raises, do some high knees while you're wasting your life away? Oh, let me tuck my shirt in so you can take me more seriously. You're gonna have the balls, the musty, disgusting, smegma-ridden balls to sit in your room and do nothing and then blame having no time as to why you're fat as hell and you're gonna die at a young age? Disrespectful, disgusting, and even more disrespectful to the people who have a job, have kids, have both, and still find the time to stay fit or at least be healthy so that they can be around for their kids as long as possible. Food is an addiction, like a lot of things. Smoking, drinking. And people don't put the emphasis on how dangerous having a food addiction is that they should. The longer you go being fat, the longer you go being unhealthy, the worse your life is gonna be. You've seen these people in Walmart scooters in their 40s, got the damn badussi hanging out the bottom of their basketball shorts. I can't help but sit there and question how the hell they let this happen. A lot of people blame it on diseases, thyroids. Brother, you just gave up. And it's sad to see. I get tears in my eyes seeing these Jabba the Hutt scooting around. And if you want to make it a case about battling addiction, sure, it's hard. Not impossible. If people can quit heroin, if people can quit crack, you can quit McDonald's. And I feel like I have a right to speak, as an off and on fat myself. You can do it. In fact, I'm so dedicated to getting unfat again, I have an addiction that keeps me skinny. So I have every right to talk about addiction too. Redemption Physique does not promote the use of nicotine. Number 2 on the list of people who deserve no respect are nihilists who gotta let other people hear it. If you're depressed and are scared to die and have no hope for the future, keep it to yourself, please. I get it. We're all scared. I'm freaking out all the time. But you don't hear me destroying other people's days and mindsets by telling them that there's no point in it all. Just because you want to be cool and edgy doesn't mean you gotta spread your no-hope propaganda. Being nihilistic hasn't been cool since the frickin' 90s, pal. Before I was even born. You know what's about cool as hell now? Having hope. Alright, being happy. And for the people out there with nihilistic friends, tell them to stop. Alright, you're ruining everyone's vibe. You're killing mine. The amount of times I've been out, house parties, bars, clubs, people are getting high, people are drinking, and then someone gets a little bit too in-depth on their thoughts. And I really try to be helpful and brighten their perspective on life. Does it work? Never. It's like we're in competition. He's trying to tear me down, I'm trying to build him up. Hey, pal, that makes you an asshole. Just because your favorite fictional character is Brian from Family Guy doesn't mean you gotta act like him, dickhead. And the number 1 type of person who deserves no respect is your mother.
You can even splice that into 2. Stop it. Have a couple more and then get some help.
Ooh, I like that a lot.